Adom no sia bo ewo Adom 106.3 FM so kasebo yensa kano enano pay super weekend news de di nkan kro asese ena anopai yesim konwa na ye de bre wo meka wo se kase enam Israel FM so ewo kuma sesa na sempa enso so twibie ya filling stations no ebru aduasia nson wo mo nyina nso so twe kase ne bi atopete amawodo so enyina da sanso social media handles no so Facebook, YouTube, Twitter eho nyina nso kasebo yim ebetwa no brem ewo ho ene anopai na Adom natural man capsules member dro yi memenya bi no onomu a wotimi tini ne nkwa kwantutente kama efrisa na hoden no ejira ne naso DBS roofing sheet nchance papa wodi border so mfinsi aduenu da bia behu no se edaso ye mro agbeve herbal center enupa wode aba biti se mona cream ni mona soap se wotinwi ntumi emfu ne so de mona cream srajai enwi ne beba se birka sanwumekwa kese adama ena na no payim wo pia mebo mi chidom se memfa Adom super weekend news de ka kra wona meminim na memfa mra ye tie fiko nyina midin ede atweabutantim nana akria echampoma safo adu na kasebo ne de obetie bi ne se Ghana mampani na nadda kwakufu ado ne bua pai wasi adenti ena kane mampani a wotu franka ama NDC amanyoko no otimika kasefin ekira chimfo sa chimfo eye sakawafo na empani ene ensorfe kwa wodo te omemu a waka wono atumum abantie ba konso so o ya tuturo amana kwa akokana adan a akronfrenfo bi ekwa akogina ekwemu ewo gushegu asabrei wada ya asabia dindindindi a wo hwese wo bepre ede age ne nkwa sanso ena akronfrenfo akwakoto wa passenger fo so ewo pandai ekwanum ewi etie no ene sikatwitwiri di a wonom agye afiri wo nsam ne de ene epani kohwe ensam wei ene nsam a anopai akono na ditie na ede bebre ene aso so se Adom nhira ne asampa no pa no nsia kasebo ya ye de ebre wo me ye moi na yenko ensam no mu
Jim
Enra asofukuo Catholic Bishop Conference wonum ko mampani na so ewo Jubilee House na omampani kasa no enna wodi to asorfekuo ene afei asofo yanim se ade bia ye nebufu pa na ye no nwanwa se sa asem no a wote amenati kwa paye na asofukuo ene ekuakuo hodo awo memu wo mti wo ehwe epese bia wo musu seji se wojamom ansa na wo masore akasa wo mampani Nisa na no wati wa wonkote a Frankatuni di ma NDC amanyoko John Dramani Mahama ekwo keka ejapa royalties ehun nsem ya asema wo betimi akade atwato ne se enema akoso ne kire se achimfo anase achimfa kuo no wo mo akromfo wo mo yesakawafo enna wo mampani se openity say ekasem na se empanimfo ekwa wodo ensorefo kwa wodo mu asofo nyina te Ghana ha sei na so obia se onmie na no enka entwi eye John Dramani Mahama nim kopem so omo betran wa ma sa bia daache achimfo nso ayes agiyire nene no omo nso asore a wo se sa de no enkoyie kra o mampani se sade ne buasiefo no se wono anka se ne kanka na komantone yam na se ne dom achimfo no so sa be kan wo de a anhwe yi a enye papa enunti no wode ato ensorfe kwa wodo mu asofo anim enkankan ene Catholic Bishop Conference fo a wo mo ko ne naso nanim se won pa sempa bi enkan kire omampani John Dramani Mahama mampani dada se woni pa bi a won pa bi nye anye saa de frisro eba beta hwe ne tim no wo hunu ne ho twabre.
Archbishop, this name calling and insulting seems to be a feature of Ghanaian public life, which is. But sometimes we would hope that when things come out, people would comment on that. The comment made by my opponent, Achim Sakawa people. I've not heard any public figure in this country, independent, yourselves or anybody, comment on it. It's completely unacceptable. If I was to get up to make a comment about Northerners or Gonchas, you can imagine the uproar that would be in the country. Presidential candidate, a former president of Ghana. You can call a group of Ghanaians Sakawa people, and it involves the group for which the sitting president comes. That statement goes without comment, And at the same time, we hear these statements. Let's all try and bring the politics of insults to an end, etc., etc. We need to focus on this matter in an even-handed way.
Ghana mampani Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ena wote se wagya lie a wokasa no na womampani nsemi a wode to dwa nyina na eneso a woji Catholic Bishop Conference empani afutu a wode ema no so no ena wokase se Franketuni dima NDC amanyoko John Dramani Mahama sempo ejapa royalties dealing ena se wo ho asem kan ene perfect we Ghana ni se bibi abakoso na bemu omei aboto a wonso wo kwan se wo kabie na emom se wo be brandi abusuakuo bi eso wo mu ye saka wofo akronfo edie no kwasem nie we die afabone.
I get the impression that because of the unfortunate, in some ways, authoritarian origins of our state in its where it was considered dangerous to criticize government, the pendulum has now swung the other way, where government is the only group you can criticize. If you criticize government, no matter what you say, is legitimate. If government was to respond, that's somehow illegitimate. Media freedom is interpreted as meaning the freedom to criticize others, but you can't criticize the press. If, for instance, they step out of bounds or they conduct themselves in an irresponsible manner. So all of this, I'm trying to say that there's a package that we all have to look at dispassionately and act on issues when they occur. I'm very, very disturbed by this remark that the former President Mahama made about Achin people as Sakawa people. What can be the basis of such a remark? There's a public act that you have a problem with, fair enough. But that the people who are doing it are given this ethnic branding, it cannot be right. That's the kind of language that we don't want in our politics. So I am 100% on the same wavelength as you as to the kind of politics that will make sense in our... But I'm very keen also, Archbishop, that when things happen, we deal with each matter on its merits.
Say the kasafin say ayamanyosamwa enye ye. Yetu omemu de na yamanyosamu niema bebrebe betumi kura akobone. Na so aba ne sana wo ka ahwasam kro no supporting ne kanesa wo twa abusuakuo bi gina ho. Yese bi a wo kwa akoto wo mo ho de a eno no ebetimi de oyone aba omayimu omampani Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo nanumu ensam no na wo wieye no ena pani a woda Catholic Bishops Conference ano Most Reverend Philip Namme enso di to dwa se enema bi wo ho no mo a wam kromani nye ho amanyesam ya yeye yem obuo ni ne die emra ho na ni kwan se yekobu abusuakuo bi se nipa bi animtia ansana akire se wugina wonanso.
We note with great concern the acts of politically orchestrated violence that took place in some parts of the country during the just ended voter registration exercise. We wish to reiterate our earlier call on political actors to ensure decorum and courtesy to their political opponents and how they present themselves before the citizens. There is no need to denigrate, debase, and dehumanize others to justify your own ability to perform. We encourage you, Mr. President, to ensure that those who speak, advocate, and campaign for you commit to respecting your own values and etiquette. The recent developments in the banking and microfinance sectors have been of great concern to many Ghanaians, and many individuals and institutions still have their legitimate investments locked up.
Most Reverend Philip Namme wano any president at the Catholic Bishops Conference and I would say wakasa yeno yemo wansam fufuro mu na akonferenfo ekoko gina akwam koka akwam ema ekowi ache no wakototo atu anipa baako etu na ka no ama sabre gushegu ayasabia eho ene yede sa nipa ya etu ka no akwakoto Divisional Police Commander a wo gushegu DSP Thomas Tulansi e de atodwa say you asem no esiye na emom ewo tamale ene nipa bi wonom di niam sese womanim ekokogina ekwan mu wabra na wo mo eye bi ekoso ewo patinga na wode atodwa wo chese sabre yi wo mugusu ye hwehwemu nipa na wapra no de yede na koto ya asabia woje ayahwe na ehwemu nyina koso ne se wo mo ensaka nipa kora yede ne begina emra ekwanso.
Actually, what happened was that they've lost their chief, and today is they perform their final funeral rites. And when as chief died, they have to fire a musketry. So people from Tamale came and then they performed their musketry and then left. But we have a chieftaincy issue at Patinga. So on their way, some of the people came to the place while it's going. Some people attacked some of the people on motorbike, and so that therefore the initial firing was musketry in town, but the incident took place outside the town as we speak. We can't tell because they were hiding. They hide and then just hiding in the bush and then shot the vehicle. So we cannot test. We are yet in the treatment.
Do we have any casualties?
I can only confirm of only one for now.
Do we know the extent of injury the person has sustained?
The person was rushed to Gushegu Hospital whilst we are currently on the ground working, so we are yet to visit. What I can say now is that we have both military and police on the ground.
Eni a wote se kasa ye divisional police commander ya wo Gushegu ena wote so kasa DSP Thomas Tulansi ena ekasa ye no ye monwen semfufuro mo ye da so gina akrofrenfo ensemu pandai tamale ekwan no so won so akrofrenfo ekokogina ho ewi akire no passenger fo na wonum egu ka mu a wotu kwan no ye yidodo no si form samfoni egu Facebook ene YouTube sade ekoso na womu womu egu fam no enema bia na wo passenger fo no womu gigiye mobile phones sika laptops ene ejapade bebre ena womu gigi fro mo nsam a passenger fo no ekire se asem we nyina si tamale wabra wotu free pandai be se ahomache ahomache dumienu pepepe ena kronfo no wo twa womu ewo pagbli na wo chese womu hwa gine wo mani pefe se womu hwa de a enkrofo ne yefulani fo na wo chese sika wo magye firi wo nsam de enya sam keto akra na woni a wo hokọ amaninya ene abebresenum no ebi ene yenua odehye ba usu job ekasaye enfoni no ene videos no ewo Facebook ene YouTube.
Just for some about 5 or 10 minutes time we do grade your friend say Kwebi yen do on so in between Kwebi and then the Bimbila police barrier no na amrobe so attack two cars so omuji yen na isika mama bi ho okita ba 6,000 omuji ni sika ena girl bi so okita 3,000 omuji ni sika omuji ama phone na phones omo microphones na omuji omu phones yen bi nu na eka e phones tikete eno mu na yetimi different ya phone for say say na
so ye kono ena ka bi so yen so ye say police phone na stop here so ndra ye dru no na e Robert phone e plan for say na ese na moje second phones when me cry ya jimi second ya jimi phones no
o sika se na moje
ba che
30 million
they drew a pabi between 1:30 and 2 the one he said incorporate omo fear free the room bushumu gidi na omo tu omo dade ni nyama na omo stop cars no msije nyara MP ye nyara ye da from omo sechi ye sika wo ye hu mobile phone omo je ni nyina the best ka se bia no omo de omo the man se no omo sechi wo no enye adekitwa omo je ye bibia if I do tamale ansana ye pacho na ye nyanya ska because ye ma omo je ye bibia
enuanum ya wo mfoni ewo Facebook and YouTube wo ne enua odehye ba job ekasa yen eye woni a akonfirmfo koto hye wo so gi wo ho nneoma enyina sabrei wodo makosem ato edwa no yenkwa yanim First Vice President at the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Owura Boateng Clement, at the Adom Kasienim, watch let's say, a Kwasa Guta, Womonia Jeho Papa, Emuaya Nano, Ghana Penin and Adam Kufado, at the man, Nigeria for one Eba Hassem, at the far Nigeria for Mobile source, Ewo Mayum, a year, a tiptoe lane, and an inquiry in Chiaso, Ya Ghana, a Guta for Atu Tumuno, Owura Boateng HSF, Guta for Eda Suja. Omana so Ghana mpani se enya du ombetime atena se ama Nigeria fo ababebu omei emra so de biara da wose se Nigeria fo de niam baba se no nya kwanton de ene ne nche eko wasemra no ene yasesem no esenya sa pa ade a enya dwuma denti omo de omampani mu aye wode ma Nigeria mpanifo omo ba ye ba ne ni di nkomo fa sansensem no wo moni age ho pa
Asema yen edwedifo na se guta ye kan se oman ba ko untimi nsori enfi wumamu na wo no umaha na wo meka nche mpanyimfo se won ensesa wonmra se ne be ya ebesiutu mu Nigeria fo no emse no de opanyin no kasa na entwe na emede enso se ye mpanyimfo no so ema no siase se mra na won edi ye adwuma na specifically ye mampanyin kura ka se na Nigeria House of Representatives no fika no edi abetu bia no on hwe na se bi ebeye yen ye national interest e bia emra no ombesisa na ombeye den ombesisa na emo no so ombeye bibi kwa na ombeye no in such a way say bia enkontia omani in yen ye de ye nim say emra na empanyimfo eye den eye adwuma the imponu say ombeye bibi kwa famra no ho a Nigeria for point means for ka say yen sakre mu say ne be ya e be favor won they have to look upon be ka say at a holistic view within the ECOWAS protocols no and conventions na won dey won sign no na say yen nyina ye benya emra ba ko a ebefo ECOWAS hu nyina eban with regards to edwedie a ebe nyina ye interest fine
Penia be de kire edema guta na wokasai na no achi wasasi so wase he Nigeria ahowo delegation ya wonom ebaaye no wo man kasa enkomokro mo de baaye so mo betwetwe no kra ye ma wo mo wabra mo ma kwan ema ye nton third world products wo mo memu he de na mo de mo pese mo nkrofo de ba Ghana ase beton no mo de mo nya sika twetwe de no mo de ba mo kro mu
Entino going forward no ye pa guta ya fi ni ko ye nya events ebe unfold in the coming days anatafo awon Ghana ha na won di dwan yemi sa won say enema na won ton no enema ya manufacture wo Nigeria na enema ya manufacture wo Nigeria enema won kofa wo the third country na won dia bewura omemu ha won ton eno so ECOWAS protocol no enye den ema ho kwan
Clement Boateng wono any Vice President Edema Guta na wakasa yem Director General Edema Ghana Health Service Dr. Patrick Kuma na wode kokobonsam ema Ghana fo say ye ka say binum susu say bia COVID-19 ye ko enti no sma say ye go yensa woro ye jai wose dabi eyemfom so kese ye de enunti adehye nwini say COVID no ye nyantu na se quarantine hye bia no wo mo ebetimi edi so wode semi to dwa wabra Bed of Ghana Limited wonom na ye Nivea skin product wanum ede eniema sum 50,000 Ghana cedis Nivea product ekoma Ghana Health Service won chama doctor for any nurse for emfamoa COVID-19 okono.
It looks like we are having some misunderstanding of what is happening. We are obviously on the downward trend. The number of active cases continue to go down, the number of new positive continue to go down. Whereas it's not happening out of vacuum. It's happening because over the last few months, a lot of tests have been done. People who have been sick have been identified, treated, and isolated. And over the months, people have also applied the social distancing etiquette, the hand washing, and most important, the wearing of the mask. As long as we continue doing that, we can also be sure that the virus will be brought under control because transmission will be low.
Dr. Patrick Kuma Bwaje wano ene kwanche for that Ghana Health Service ano na no echi no country manager Edema Bezdov Owura Oliver Boston enso chese sa enema ya wode kwama ye kanhyehyɛ ye adwumako na ye ede bo adwumade ne mfasode a wanya ede afri omanfo ho no de so de bibua COVID-19 ekon no.
We are committed to join forces with communities to aid flattening the curves. Care beyond skin is the title of our corporate social responsibility, through which we express our commitment to reach beyond our core business, taking care of skin, and maximize our contribution to society by offering our support during this pandemic. We had previously donated over 1,500 liters of hand sanitizer to government healthcare facilities, hospitals, and vulnerable members of
Openi Okasaye wano na country director Edema Adwumeko omode Nivea product no ebedwa so Oliver Botson na Kasaye no na asoye hye apedie ene emu ensensem so wode atodwa wotese no wo begina nwumeko no bebre konso dendende sabeya wode bambo ene esese papa bi ebegu akwam wotese wo emfimpinu ni aduanum apomdi hu nsem no nema bebre na sisi ni trase a so Watansi ahwa entumi enkonkobua chief inspector Adom factories of the ministry ohene mensa ena dia todwa wo chese enwumeko akase ne enwumeko bu ase wo ye yiwomani ama wona womu eni bambo ene enshepamra so no do mu nyina be kwase ne bia kwakobo womu kwadu ensemi nyina na wo chese enwuma bi ti se Pima Energy ena wodi abasobode sonko edema ya wo chese Goldfield Ghana Limited Zoom Lion and one your keke ka ho nyina no wo bo abaso sese wo mo maka no anhwe eni hihye so a ene ye court no mbekro
ewunya pa because nipa na oye adwuma se ene bribitu na sika obese adwuma no kra be confirm nti wunya pa se industry ombehwe workers ni pa the Department of Artists Inspectorate abandon si ho se yen komode ne yen call round young companies, they are sure say, and your men in a sisi aquim, I am Bema, Ubia or ye, Jumano, Ubra, and as a Yaribi and Chenon, Ebidim. It's a copy by your president came we've been to Yako about over 400 companies. Akoshe, wow, Munoma, and yeah, correct, the church. Once one was here, she had one court. This year and the last year, the company based 20 Apple Court. I'm a court, I find you one.
Penny ohene mensa wono na chief inspector of factories ewo asoya hwe apade ho nsemu na no chi no marketing corporate affairs manager edema West Africa Pima Energy adwumeko no Celeste Salau detective enso editu dwase wo mani aso abasobode ede ama wo mu wo mbekoso a egina wona so sebe yode bambo nhye papa ebegugu akwam empo enkanka ene ya covid egina mu
dia no ya COVID-19 ese wo hye nose mask niema. Another thing now moka as part of the 5 golden rules is follow procedures. No procedures now is also follow during the entire process of how the business is done. No, so one of the other things moka is look after each other. One showing us so we're down for and I said I call Puma no be Puma safe. Always be safe. Your person uko fear uko sena ubaye no ube juma musa sana it's a energy pass 2 hours Puma Energy.
Celeste Salau detector wono ene marketing corporate affairs manager West Africa de Pima Energy adwumako no abusua aha ena yede kase no esie na ena asie nyina nkoma Adom natural man capsules adwumako no womo ene de edupa be ya base mema enum na wontumi nyina wona so ye pawei efri Adom natural man power capsules emu ahoden ya wode ema emema ene den DBS roofing sheet ye chance papa woto na de boda so a wo ahotoso se ade papa na ade aboda so no eye wo agama etihye no so saase na okoboda no so a dwene DBS ho kane agbeve herbal center eye adwumako a wonom de enupa bebre monacrimona soap agbeve fever ene agbeve tonic nyina aba pebi nafa etutu nyare wo nyina akọ sebe ya benya abre ene ahoden ede ya adwumenyu ko kese adaroma ena no payi o ma ye de super weekend de di kan kra efri Adom nshirane asempa ya ye de ebre wa benego kwese asante si edu A4 wono ena obo michidom ema mede kase ebaye Emmanuela ensoso ena oba kwan mai wotimi ede to Facebook ene YouTube a wonya kwan ehwe bie menso mede ede atwa botantim nana etwa echampoma asafo adu mama mu nyina ache ama mo nitie adehye
ene mema